Hello and welcome back to the Flat Chat. Me, Callum here. I'm here with the boys, Jacob, Heggie and Aaron. Of course, if you do enjoy the content, subscribe, leave us a comment as well. It'll be greatly appreciated. Of course, don't forget to check out our TikToks. We obviously upload quite a lot there, don't we?
Yep.
But on to the video today. What we are doing is we are going to look at the final run-in for the Premier League, and we're going to try and predict who we think at this stage will be going down into the Championship and who will be finishing in the top four, meaning they'll be playing Champions League football next season. I know Arsenal will be now, which I'm obviously buzzing about, but who else will be joining them? I'll let the guys decide on this one. Would you like to start with the relegation first, or would you like to start with the Champions League places?
I think we should start up the top.
Yeah?
It's more exciting at the bottom.
It is more exciting this season, I think.
It's get me nervous.
I'm nervous. I know you're nervous.
I'm a little bit nervous.
Are you wearing it? He's got an Everton top on for the occasion. Brilliant, because he knows they're going down. No, Jacob, I think it's easiest to start with you, because obviously there is a bias in this.
I'm not starting at the top.
No, it's not at the bottom.
No, it's not at the
bottom. We just said we're starting at the top.
Heggie just said we're starting at the top.
Oh, sorry.
Start with me still though.
We'll start with Jacob and we'll start with you again when we get to the relegation zone. Talk us through it.
My top four. I think I said this when we done our top four predictions. What was it? December time maybe. And I said Arsenal top, although that might now change. City, Newcastle, and United. That was my four, and I think that will still be the four. I don't think it'll be in that order. I think now Man City will win the league. I think you've bottled it, unfortunately. And I know you can say bottling it, not bottling it, but being 2-0 up twice.
Yeah. No, that is. Yeah. If you're categorising that is.
Those matches are bottling.
I mean, so my dad messaged me when Arsenal conceded the second goal to West Ham, and he messaged me saying, "Tinkle, tinkle, that's the sound of glass breaking, you bottlers." And I honestly, I wish he would just fuck off, but he was right in that sense.
Forgot you could swear on the YouTube.
Yeah. The West Ham game was definitely a bottling, but I don't think the Liverpool one is. I think that's a bit harsh.
Martinelli has to find them.
It does, but that's not a bottling.
But also, we could have quite easily conceded.
Oh, definitely. Ramsdale was unbelievable.
I think it is a wee bit of a bottling, the West Ham one in particular, but
because they're not that good this year either.
No, they're not.
They're right down there.
But Arsenal, they've obviously had a few injuries. There's your first excuse, of course.
All
teams have to deal with injuries. That's just what you're going to do. And if you're relying on certain players like Saliba, for example, and that's just one player, how can you call yourself champions? One player doesn't win you a league. Not when it's in such a team effort like Arsenal have been this year.
Yeah.
But I think actually on the West Ham result, I know Arsenal fans were all doom and gloom after it, but now if you're, as the dust settled a wee bit, you look back and think, you know what, it might actually kind of help us in a way. I know that sounds so backwards and crazy, but we were going into that City game thinking, right, we just don't want to lose. Now we feel like we need to go there and win. We know we want to go there and win the game, and I think that it almost is like it's do or die, and it's not. I think Mike Ritchie
said if you win there, you win the league.
Yeah, I think
that's the big one.
Quite potentially, but I think it's now we don't feel like there's a net behind us if we do drop some points there. Like, there was, like, we know
you can play within your shell sort of thing. You've got to.
Yeah, we have to go for it for that running, because we still got St James's Park to go to. But I'm with you. What do I say here? You know what? I kind of think City are going to do it now. I feel like I shouldn't be saying that. I feel like I should do.
I think it's still going to be really close.
I think it will be, but you know what? I'm going to say Arsenal. I'm just going to say we're going to do it because we're going to win next week.
I like it.
You know what? It's blind faith and optimism, and I like it.
It is blind faith. Like, if I was a betting man, I wouldn't be betting. I would not be betting.
You don't bet that, no way.
But no, I'm going to go Arsenal finishing top. I'm going to agree with Jacob that it will be City, United, Newcastle make it the top four.
Yeah.
Pretty boring because that's what it is right now, but that's for me.
I think that is the only thing you can really say. I think there's only one team that can break into the top four. Might not be a team everyone's fighting. I think the only team that can possibly do it is Brighton.
I thought you were going to say Villa there.
I thought you were going to say Villa.
Villa have played too many games, and not too many games, but Brighton have two in hand on them.
Yeah. If Brighton win their game in hand over Newcastle, they're 4 points behind them. Newcastle have been prone to some dodgy results this season. The Villa one, for example, 3-0. Brighton are playing unbelievable football. But I think it is just totally safe to say the top four, because there is a bit of a margin there now. Spurs are playing that poor. You just can't really say that.
It's so mental though. If Spurs somehow get fourth, they're so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't even be that surprised if somehow Kane dragged them to fourth. and then it's like, oh, I'll stay because I've got Champions League football again.
Yeah.
And then it's the same cycle
It
every
shows,
year.
it shows how good he is because they've still scored an incredible amount of goals. They've just conceded almost as many.
And they've had so many performers this season that have not played up to
They've
their potential
conceded
at all.
one less goal than Everton.
Yeah, that says all.
That says it all.
That says so much.
That's
Anyway.
So they have scored like 3 times.
Almost. We've got 24 goals in 31 games. Like, we'll get to that because that is.
We'll get to that. Adam, what do you think? Who's the top 4? And
So-
who's finishing where?
So
I'm saying Man City top, by the way.
I know. I'm
Man
sorry.
City,
I
Arsenal.
forgot that we had to tell everyone else that.
Yeah.
I knew that anyway.
Yeah, he did
I'm going Man City, Arsenal, Man United, Newcastle.
It's probably more right than mine.
Fair enough.
We'll see.
Okay, so my top 4, rather boringly, will be the 4 that you see up there now.
Shock.
Not in that order though. I'm going to give Man City top. I think there's just been too many occasions now where Arsenal have stumbled a wee bit, and see, to be honest, we've just seen it there in the Champions League as well. City not playing well, still getting a result in the Etihad, can do that in anyone in England. There's not the Etihad, the Allianz Arena, and they can do that to anybody in England. So I think City's consistency will get them over the line. Arsenal will finish second for me, and it's still a very good season, although maybe you won't feel that way with no league title.
It still is.
My third place, I'm going to give it to Newcastle. I'm giving Newcastle third. We had a wee kind of look at the run-in before. It doesn't look too bad. I think, and it's very even, but I think Newcastle will get more points than Man United over the next few games, and they'll get third, and Man United will finish fourth. I don't see Spurs breaking into that top 4. Villa, outside chance maybe, but we'll need to see.
Well, they've won 5 in a row, to be fair to
They
them.
have won 5 in a row.
I think another big thing you've got to take into consideration with Man United in particular is the injuries they've got at the moment. And
Yeah,
the
they've got a
problems.
lot.
Nathaniel Martinez has been unplayable for them this season.
That's-
Maybe not
you
unplayable.
cannot call
Sorry,
centre half unplayable.
I mean-
not having that.
right.
No.
He's been a rock then at the back. He's been a rock and he's been great for them. But Heggie, you've got a stat for us. I'm sure you do. Remember the
Oh, yeah.
Nathaniel Martinez? Yeah.
Their win rate is 66% with him and 83 without him.
So maybe.
But you
isn't
need to
that
then go in deeper with those sort of
Yeah.
stats and see who
Because
they
who
played.
else was missing as well? Was Casemiro
Yeah.
missing from one of those games?
But it is a large sample size.
Yeah.
It is like 10 games without and then the rest with. Another factor with Man United is on 3 competitions. They've still got FA Cup. They've still got
That's
Europa League.
Brighton they're playing in that, I think, isn't it?
I know, that's a hard game. They've got no centre backs either.
It's mental that City and United are both on for trebles at this
I know.
point. Like,
One could get a double and one can get a treble. Just absolute clean sweep in the north of
In
England.
Manchester, aye. North of England, don't get them involved.
Making it
Newcastle have something to say about that as well. Hold on a minute.
That's true. So yeah, we're all agreeing there. That was pretty easy, wasn't it?
Aye, top 4.
Now time to argue.
Time to
Time to
really argue.
Right, I did say, Jacob, that you would start off. I'm going to continue with that.
Do we all agree Southampton are down, or do you think there's still too many games that you can say?
Do we want to start with the top potentially with the ones that we think are still in it and work our way down?
Okay, well, we'll
Palace.
start. Palace are safe.
They're safe.
They're
It's
safe.
9 points clear. They've won 3 in a row. They need a point, 2 points in their next 7 games to 100% guarantee it.
I
They'll
think
probably get 3 this weekend against
I think
Everton.
Palace are fine, and obviously Chelsea, they'll be fine as well. I don't think they win a game, but
We laugh at that, but they're not mathematically safe from relegation.
No, they're not
yet.
with that
they're not
40
magical
points
for
yet.
it. Yeah, no, they're not. No, Chelsea, they're safe. Crystal Palace are safe.
Wolves are safe.
Wolves, I think, safe. I honestly think Bournemouth and West
Costas
Ham as
finally
well.
scored. Could that be the turnaround for him, or will he just end with one
that'll
goal?
be his only goal. No, I think it's the bottom 5 for me that can go down. I think the others,
Do you think
Can.
Bournemouth and West Ham are safe?
I just do.
I think Bournemouth now are. West Ham no, because they've still got
Yeah.
Europa, which they're obviously taking really
He's
seriously.
got an extra game though.
They've got the quarter-finals tonight. This is when we're recording it, so what's it, the 20th tonight?
20th, yeah.
Yeah, so they've got their quarter-final. They hope to win that. Another 2 Europa games, Conference League. Joke of a competition. So that's a lot of games for them, and they've not got a big squad at all.
They've got an extra game as well. No,
Yeah, they do, but maybe that's not what they're needing. They've got
they
enough
do. They need
football
points.
They do need points.
I think they'll be all right though.
I expect them to be
Well,
alright.
yeah.
They've got a better squad than. I mean, they've just obviously took Arsenal, played really well against
Yeah,
Arsenal.
that's true.
West Ham's fixtures, they've got Bournemouth, Liverpool, Palace, Man United, Brentford, Leeds and Leicester. They're playing a lot of the teams down there.
That's
Yeah.
all right. It's an alright
That's
set
good
of fixtures.
definitely.
It really
Because like
is.
Brentford are most likely not going to have anything to play
They're on
for
the
by the
beach.
time they play them, I
Yeah.
reckon.
They're on the
There's-
beach.
Them and Fulham are the two teams on the beach.
Yeah.
They're the
But
teams you
Fulham-
want to play.
But
Well, I
Fulham
thought
did beat someone last week. Was it not Everton?
They absolutely pumped us. They had no manager, no Mitrovic, no point in playing, and they still pumped us
Aye.
at home. That says everything. That sums it up.
Fun.
That really sums it
Right,
up.
let's get into the 5 that we think are really in danger.
Yeah.
Right, we'll start with Leeds.
Yeah.
They're running. They have Fulham away, Leicester at home, Bournemouth away, Man City away, Newcastle at home, West Ham away, Tottenham at home. There is some hard fixtures.
I
in
There
there.
is some
I think
alright
it's
ones
tough
as well.
I think it's
Yeah.
on their next 3 games, which are all
Yeah.
winnable / got to get. I think they need enough points in their next
Yeah.
3. If they go into the Man City game having only got 1-2 points, they're in deep trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Aaron, as a
Aye.
Leeds fan?
It's your team.
I was going to say, I agree with you. I think the run-in is looking good the next couple of games. I think that is where we need to get some serious results. I think, see if we can walk into that with maybe 6 points, I think we'd be all right. I think we'd stay up.
What do you think the magical number is this year? Do you think 35 is? Because I think that could be close to it. Maybe 37.
I don't think you need as much as 37.
You do it.
Yeah.
It's just the thing is, the crazy thing is when a team is fighting for their lives at the end of a season, they just pick up way more points than they expect them
Yeah.
to.
I was going to say, I think
The
38.
top 4, the top 4 guys, we've seen it a lot of times. Just nobody wants that top 4 spot because they
But-
all keep losing
but
to
we
the
also-
guys down the bottom.
We also get carried away in terms of Aaron's just said in the next 3 he wants 2 wins, which isn't crazy, but they've won 7 out of 31.
But they could get those ones.
They
I easily
could,
get
but-
those ones.
There
I mean,
also
we're
there's
playing-
reasons these teams are down here. They're
Yeah.
rubbish.
I was going to say, we're playing Leicester at home. That's the big sort of relegation 6-pointer for us.
I think Leicester win that. I don't know why.
I don't think so.
I think the new manager bounce comes
Fulham-
in then, not Man City.
Fulham away will be tough. We know that for a fact. We know how good they are. Bournemouth is doable. City, we're not even looking at that. Newcastle.
City's when your goal difference goes back.
Exactly.
The goal difference took an
I think-
absolute hammer in these last 2 games.
I think the game to watch here is Newcastle at home.
I actually agree. I think that is a game that you can pick up points when you're not expecting it.
Exactly. I think those.
Jacob's like, no, please no.
I
We
think.
play Newcastle at home next week.
I
so-
think
Really?
those are the
That's a
points.
game.
If we get points off Newcastle at home, they'll be the points that see us playing Premier League football next season. I
Wow.
think.
It could be a very eventful last game as well. Tottenham needing a win for top 4, Leeds needing points to
I would
stay up.
love to ruin Tottenham's
Yeah.
day, personally.
Oh, so would I.
I would love to ruin Tottenham's day, personally, so I hope that
I think
happens.
Tottenham win that, and I think it still only keeps them 5th.
Do we want to guess how many points they'll get?
Yeah.
And then we can work it
So
out
what
from
is
there.
it from?
So from
So
Fulham down.
Leeds.
Yeah.
Leeds, I think Leeds.
Let's all just quickly work it out, and then
Alright, work it out in your head quickly.
Yeah, I think I've got my number.
I think Leeds will get 5 points till the end of the
I think they'll
season.
get 7.
I think 3 or 5.
I'm being bold here because I kind of want Leeds to stay up.
You know what? I'm going to be bold and say 9. I think we get 3.
Alright.
I
Bold. It's bold and then just straight up lying to yourself.
No, there's no lying to yourself. I genuinely think we'll get 9 points.
Okay.
We'll see.
Right, we'll move on to the next team. We'll go to Nottingham Forest next. We'll leave the suspense of Everton for a little bit longer.
I want to torture Jacob some more, why
Yeah.
don't you?
Right, Forest have Liverpool away.
Did they not? What was their score
They beat
last
them
year?
1-0. They beat them
At home, is that this
yeah.
year?
I wouldn't leave.
Yeah, I
That's
wouldn't
my
you?
try his name.
So Liverpool away, Brighton at home, Brentford away, Southampton at home, Chelsea away, Arsenal at home, Palace away. I think that one's a wee bit harder.
That's definitely harder.
That's tough.
They've got Arsenal and they've got Chelsea. Chelsea's a pretty much a guaranteed 3 points.
They've
now.
got that. They've got the Brentford and then Southampton. 2 games. Brentford are obviously going to have nothing to play for, although are just so much better than Forest.
Yeah.
And then obviously Southampton at home. That is huge.
That's the big
Absolutely
one.
huge.
That's their big one, I
I just
think.
don't know. Honestly, I don't know. 'Cause I feel like all 3 of Leeds, Everton and Forest, the big advantage they have over the other 2 for me is at home. I feel like they've just got that. They've got the crowd behind them more so than the other 2. I think they're harder places to go. I think that's your big thing, your home games. That's for me. I think that's where it's the focus. Like any of these difficult games, are they the ones that? Or sorry, any of the easier games, are they home? Because I think honestly, I think being at home is massive.
I see them getting 4 or 5 points here.
I just think they'll get less points than Leeds. I'd probably say about 4 or 5 points as well.
I think they'll get 3 at home to Southampton. I think they'll get a point against Palace. and then maybe something against Brentford, but even then.
I think they'll pick up about 6 points. Forest. They've been really good at picking up points you don't think they'll pick up this season. They've picked points off Spurs, Liverpool.
Not recently though.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they've kind of been not caught out, but people understand what they're going to come in the game.
I thought it was a point where I was thinking, Forest are safe. Forest have been so bad the last few months. They're barely losing nearly every game.
Yeah.
Like they're falling massively, and actually I think they've had probably one of their best signings. Navas came in and he's been excellent for them, but he's saving so many shots.
I was going to say, I think they pick up 4. I think they'll get 3 against Southampton, and I think they'll get 1 against maybe one of the ones around them, like a Brentford. It genuinely would not surprise me if they go to Stamford Bridge and get a point or something. Like, genuinely, that's how bad Chelsea are.
So we all think Leeds are finishing above Forest then, by what we've said.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they're 2 ahead, and on average we all said they'd get more.
Yeah. Right, we'll move on to Leicester.
Yeah.
They're 19th. They've got Wolves at home, Leeds away, Everton at home, Fulham away, Liverpool at home, Newcastle away, West Ham at home.
Nicer fixtures.
Definitely nicer. They've only got 2 really hard fixtures, so-called, I would say, in the Liverpool and Newcastle game.
They are nice fixtures. They could pick up about 9 points there at least.
Somehow Leicester's results against Everton at the King Power, we always beat them.
Really?
Yeah,
There's the hope coming in again.
There you go.
Keeping back in.
We do. It's a Monday night. We do well on Monday nights. I know that's a weird start as well.
You do, I know.
So
you play so many. I feel like you're always playing Monday nights.
I loved it growing up. We were just somehow always on Sky Sports Monday night. Brilliant. Then we'd lose to someone, but it's good.
I was going to say, I think it's a bit tougher because obviously they've got St James's Park away, which is tough. Liverpool, don't know. Fulham away is tougher than it looks as well, I think.
Again, could be on the beach though.
Could be.
I don't think that makes a difference.
I think
Fulham could have been on the
looking
beach
at
at the weekend and still beat Everton with ease. And Everton are same level as Leicester.
I think they stay up.
I don't know.
I think they do.
No, I don't. I think they go down. I think there's too many
Is it Dean
awkward
Smith
fixtures
the manager
there.
as well?
Yeah, I actually don't rate Dean Smith.
No.
But I think
this weekend is huge for them.
I think they stay up here.
Home v Wolves.
I think looking at those fixtures, they could easily pick up 10 or 11 points.
Yeah, I think they could.
Really?
Yeah.
But
we may be looking at them as old Leicester.
yeah,
you know?
but they could also pick up 2 or 3.
Yeah.
They're playing that poorly.
It's so 50-50.
I think
so
they
up and
get
down.
7 or 8. So that will make it really close because 7 or 8 puts them 32, 33. I gave Leeds 3 or 5, so that puts them either 34, something like that. It's
Forest
so tight.
5.
I think it's aye.
So that puts them 32, so it's like 32, 33, 34.
We're going to get another last day match of the day to drama fest, and I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that.
I actually don't even know anymore. I've honestly changed my mind about, I don't know any time. One thing I've not changed my mind on is, I'm sure we're going to touch on now, is Southampton. I think they're gone.
Yes, Southampton are done.
Let's say they're running just for everyone
4
at home.
behind at the moment.
Yeah, they've got Arsenal away, Bournemouth at home, Newcastle away, Forest away, Fulham at home, Brighton away, Liverpool at home. Very hard fixtures.
They're done.
They are rock bottom as well. They are just a sure fire
They've
pit
got to
to
be
go
gone.
down.
They've got to be gone.
Do you know what? Good riddance as well. They've been in it for too long. They don't play particularly good football.
I think they have been.
It'll just be interesting to see
in
who
recent
gets more
months.
rows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think Everton could potentially get him? Or is it too good for Everton?
It's too good for Everton.
I was going to say, the
But
closest.
it's the sort of player that he would come to Everton and then never score a free kick again. we've got previous. I won't name the player, but we've got previous of signing free kick merchants that then don't score one.
Exactly. The closest thing they've got to silverware this season is the we've recruited more managers than Watford this season trophy.
It's not
Is that even true? Watford have still went through at least 2 or 3.
Have they? Actually,
so.
jeez, oh. Was Steve Bruce not there at one point? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
I don't know. I genuinely think Watford are still on 2 or 3.
Oh, what's he called? No, the old Sheffield United manager.
Chris Wilder.
That's
Aye.
it.
Then
He
he
could
gets
be up at
sacked.
No, did they not put out a statement saying we still backed Chris
Oh,
Wilder?
I thought you get sacked.
No,
Watch us next week away at Tynecastle taking on the Hearts job.
Yeah, so Southampton down.
Yeah.
I think we're all agreeing that.
Like 3 points potentially.
They're
Maybe.
currently 4 points behind with a 7 goals worse difference. So they're needing to catch up,
Yeah.
and their fixtures are not kind.
Especially Arsenal away is their next fixture.
So
So that's a game away straight away, most likely.
That's, aye.
Callum's like, yep.
Please.
Then they've got Bournemouth though. That's a team there.
That's about it for me, though. That's about it. That Fulham game maybe as well. That's it, I think. And I think that's, even if they win those 2 games, that's not enough.
And Forest. They do play Forest.
I think we
They're
do.
Forest
I don't
away,
think we
which
beat
is-
Forest
at
at
Forest
Forest.
Stadium,
I think
yeah,
they
second
draw. I think
game.
they draw that 1-1 or 0-0. We generally do. So maybe they get a point there. But
Rough.
so do
Yeah.
Forest.
I
so
think
it doesn't
they're
help.
down.
Right.
I think they're gone. Let's start with the team that we all want to go down, bar Jacob. But I actually don't think they will, and it's Everton. What do you think, Jacob? Take us away.
I think we are dreadful, and if I say with confidence we'll stay up, I'm just lying. You look at the fixtures and you look at those last 2 games and think we've got to somehow get wins there. We've won 3 away games in the last 2 seasons.
So you're writing off the Leicester game,
That's
even though you
outrageous.
just said earlier.
Oh, we might. I'm just saying that I think I saw these 2 fixtures months and months ago, and I was like, I think the last 2 fixtures are going to be huge.
Yeah.
Newcastle and City at home will be brilliant games under the lights, and we'll try and shithouse something. Leicester away, we always do well with. Brighton will pump us. Palace, you've got to try and hope we can get something, but they're on this new manager bounce.
And it's a hard place to go as well.
Yeah,
Selhurst Park.
Selhurst.
I think the Brighton game is the hardest one for us. I think Brighton beat us 100%.
I
City
think
at home, we can somehow, you know what you're trying
I'm
to play.
praying, Jacob. I'm praying. And if you know what, if you can get something out of that game, I hope you stay up. that changes all my opinions on it.
How many points do I think we'll get? 1, 2. I mean, anything between 2 and 9.
Yeah. Oh,
I think Everton will stay up.
I don't know why. It's the
just a
Dyche,
It's the
feeling.
last
Dyche
two.
ball, innit?
That's the last 2 fixtures being winnable.
I think Everton get 8 points.
Yeah, I think that's probably something I would agree with.
Yeah,
I think they win 2, draw 2. Who knows what wins though?
you'd see us beating Newcastle and City and losing.
Yeah.
I honestly think the Bournemouth one as well. I don't think that's.
Well,
I've seen this in so many
A
games.
couple
I've
of
seen-
years ago, they beat us last game of the season.
Yeah, I've seen Bournemouth Everton so many times. It's always a draw. It's always a high scoring draw.
Oh,
And I'm like, what is this game?
It's
Yeah.
always.
Remember,
I remember Lukaku scored 4 against them once.
Aye.
a 6-3 win.
Right, crazy games.
I think Everton get 7 points out of that.
That puts us on what, 34?
Yeah, I think for some reason us 2 will be safe. Just
Yeah.
like last
I think
season.
it's the 3 that are there then.
I think it's the 3 that.
I
are
think
there
one
right
of you
now.
2 goes down, and I think Leicester are safe with the other one. I think Forest and Southampton go for me, and I actually do think Leeds are gonna. No, I do.
I think the 3 that are there are going down.
I don't know why I'm just giving this.
You just think
I'm
Leicester are
giving.
better than
I'm
they
giving
are.
Leicester
I'm the same, but
stupid
they're
fate.
not. They're rubbish.
Yeah, you know what?
I
I'm
think
sending Leeds down.
if we're doing our
Forest.
3,
I don't
I'm
want
doing.
to. That's the one team I want to stay
I'm
up
going
as well.
Saints, Forest, Leeds, 20th, 19th, 18th.
I'm going Saints, Forest, Leicester.
I'm going Saints, Forest, Leicester.
I'm going Saints, Forest, Leeds as well.
I mean, it means nothing, but it fills me with that extra 0.5% of
No one
confidence
said
that no
Everton
one
there.
said Everton.
But you do
But I just
understand.
think that's because
We all really want you to go down though.
Well, I
So
leave
as
the
long as
flat
you know
chat
that.
thing though, man. I can't show my face round here again.
I was going to say that's on camera.
46,
Especially with what happens with Rangers as well.
46 championship games a season. I
Okay.
won't have time to be. I've got a lot of football to
I
watch.
was going to say you'll be doing Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Johnston Paint Trophy and everything.
Nah.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
That'd be wild. But anyway, so that is our top 4 and our bottom 3 predictions. Of course, comment what you think's going to happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you guys believe Everton will go down. None of us don't. But other than that, as I said, leave a like, subscribe, and
Take it easy.